Well, speaking of resources and Australia, manufacturing is critical to a modern Australian economy and a key part of almost every supply chain that adds significant value to all sectors. Industrial minerals and technology company Syrah Resources is part of this move and has recently released its quarterly results. So for more, let's bring in MD and CEO of Syrah Resources, Shaun. Shaun, thank you for your time here today.
Thanks very much, Brittany. Nice to be with you.
It's lovely to have your company. Now let's talk about resources technology. Obviously it's a major manufacturing area and I think there's definitely untapped potential here that could be leveraged even further. So what do you think about this? What's the role here when it comes to the sector down under?
Yeah, absolutely. So in our space in particular, we are exposed to the electric vehicle thematic, and electric vehicles are growing extremely quickly at the moment. In the last quarter, we saw 1.6 million electric vehicles sold globally, and that puts us on track for around 6 million this year. Syrah Resources is a natural graphite producer with a mine in Mozambique and a processing facility in Louisiana in the US. And that downstream processing facility is absolutely critical for the production of anode material for lithium-ion batteries. And the manufacturing process is something that we are doing for the first time outside of China, with a fully integrated supply chain from Mozambique all the way through to the US. So a pretty interesting process for an Australian listed mining company to have those assets and be exposed to this electric vehicle thematic and energy storage thematic.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big storm coming when it comes to electric vehicles. I mean, if you look at Tesla, they hit the $1 trillion market just last week even. So surely Australia can tap into that potential here, as you've mentioned. So you recently revealed your quarterly earnings. So can we see more electric vehicle investment? What else do we know?
Yeah, the electric vehicle investment globally at the moment is absolutely enormous. And as I spoke about, our downstream facility is in the US, and the announcements of investments there just in the last 6 months has been absolutely extraordinary. So beyond Tesla, which had its battery day last year and announced extremely significant forward plans for manufacturing, we've also seen Ford announce partnerships with SK Innovation, GM announce partnerships with LG as battery manufacturers, and then in the last couple of months we've seen Toyota and Stellantis announced plans for US domestic battery manufacturing capacity to provide batteries for electric vehicles. So it's an extraordinary growth story at the moment, and our Balama asset in Mozambique and Louisiana asset at Vidalia provide the only ex-China solution at the moment to large-scale natural graphite anode material for lithium-ion batteries. So a very exciting time for us as we look to make an investment decision to expand the Vidalia facility in this quarter, subject to some customer commitments.
Yeah, I mean, I want to tap into that a little bit further. Now, a lot of countries, especially Australia, want to move their supply chain from a China-based manufacturing base. And I mean, today we've got the COP26. I mean, climate conversations are hot topics at the moment. So I guess why are you really focusing on manufacturing plans you've mentioned in Louisiana and perhaps what we can see here, rather than focusing on China as the main manufacturing hub of the world? I think it's actually moving away from that now.
Yeah, that's right. And, it's not that it's a problem that China is providing the material at the moment. It's that buyers are looking to diversify their sourcing options and have manufacturing facilities closer to their downstream operations. And in the space of natural graphite and anode material for lithium-ion batteries, it's currently the situation that China provides 100% of the upstream raw material for the anode that goes into the lithium-ion battery. So whether it's Europe or the US, there is a significant desire from buyers, whether they be electric vehicle manufacturers or lithium-ion battery manufacturers, to diversify their sourcing. And that's what we're trying to tap into.
Absolutely, and we're going to be watching it with a hawk eye. Thank you so much for your time today, Shaun. Really interesting chat, and we'll have you on soon.
Thanks very much. Appreciate the time.